the stop technique. So this is a wonderful technique to use when you don't have a lot of time, or to add mindful moments into your day. I also find it really useful to use if there's some conflict, rather than being drawn into something, to use this technique to kind of break the moment and to take me into a different energy, mind space, and certainly a better heart space. So let's try it together. It's really simple. We'll maybe do it twice through. So the first thing we do is stop. We stop whatever activity we're in the middle of. We just pause, we take a pause, and we take a breath. So we observe our breath entering our nose. We feel where we receive it in our body, and then we observe ourselves letting it go. And notice what that sensation like is as you let the breath go. And then we observe what we can see around us. I can see, I'm in the yoga studio, so I can see some mats and blocks, lots of beautiful plants. I can see the sunshine streaming through the windows and all the different shadows that's casting on this beautiful floor. I can see some candles and all the various bolsters and things that we use to accommodate everyone in the classes. I can see in my peripheral vision my fingertips and my legs. And what can I feel? I can feel in my body a sense of softening, that there was a slight feeling of anxiety that as I'm doing this meditation is already subsiding. And what's left behind is a softened feeling, a feeling of ease and space. And then I bring some kindness to this, just acknowledging how I feel without any sense of judgment, whether that be angry, sad, happy, spacious, not spacious, just noticing what's true for me right now. And then I would proceed with the rest of my day. So that's a really easy meditation. It can take as little as 30 seconds or less, or you can make it last longer by spending more time in the observing phase. So let's do it one more time together, and we'll maybe spend just a fraction longer on the practice this time. So stopping what we're doing, just taking a pause to drop into this moment. And let's take just a couple of breaths, and we're really going to pay attention to the feeling of the breath as it moves through the nose and into our body. So feeling that breath moving through my nostrils, and I'm noticing that I'm receiving it more in my chest and my diaphragm and less in my belly, and that's fine. And then I have a sense of it breathing out and a real softening happening in my body. And I can feel that the out breath is warmer than my in breath. And I'm going to just follow those breaths a few more times. I'm aware also of my breath this time in the back of my body. And I even have some awareness of the sensation in my jaw as I breathe, kind of release of some tightness there. Then I notice what I can see around me. I can see the chair in front of me holding the laptop. I can see the laptop. I can see myself on the screen. I can see all the beautiful plants around me, all different varieties. I can see the sunlight streaming through the windows and the light dancing on the floor. And I notice what I feel in my body. Just a very subtle amount of tension, just sitting in the diaphragm area, just noticing it, not trying to do anything to it, I'm just bringing my attention to it. And as I bring my attention to it, it starts to change, it intensifies a little bit, almost turning into a little tight ball. I'm just going to stay with that for a moment, just noticing that it's there. I'm not wishing that it's not there, I'm not wondering why it's there. I'm just aware that it's there. And as I'm aware that it's there, it does start to change. It kind of goes from that feeling of intensifying to softening. Now it's barely there at all. I notice what else I sense in my body. A little bit of fatigue, of tiredness. So feelings of peace and happiness. And so just being aware of those feelings, I take another breath and then I proceed with the rest of my day from a place of more stability. So it's a really simple technique, and I would use it throughout my day anyway. I do that quite naturally, particularly if I feel I'm being caught up in something, I'm overthinking, I'm worrying, or if I'm maybe being drawn into a conflict. It's a really good way to just take a step back and feel into what's happening internally, breaking a habit and proceeding with life from a more compassionate, kind way, compassion for myself and for others. It's a really lovely technique, so simple to do. In these times where we're all struggling a little bit with being in isolation and so on, or if you're watching this at a different time, when the isolation has ended, perhaps you'll notice it's a great technique to use when you're struggling with feelings of anxiety or overwhelm. It really does break that streaming that goes on in our head when we get caught up in some particular thought. It becomes a bit like a wormhole. We can literally break that pattern and move into a more spacious place. So I invite you to use it regularly and to share it with others. Let's rest our hands together in front of the heart and finish the meditation. May all beings be well, may all beings experience peace. Bring your head towards our chin, taking a breath, and ending the meditation. Thank you for joining me.